I get asked this all the time. Can you really stay optimally healthy while regularly eating outside food? It's a fair question. After all, eating out has become a part of modern life. It's convenient, it's tasty. Basically, it just feels easier to just order in. But to answer this question honestly, we need to start with clarity. Let's first set the context, because this isn't about making you feel guilty. This is about awareness, about making empowered, informed choices, about coming back home to your health. So let's break it down simply. What do we mean when we say homemade food? Homemade food is food which is prepared in your kitchen or your family's kitchen with fresh ingredients, minimal processing, and ideally cooked with care, presence, and love. On the other hand, refers to meals that are prepared commercially in restaurants, cafes, fast food chains, even meal delivery services. And while not all outside food is inherently unhealthy, the reality is that most of it is made to maximize flavor and shelf life, not your well-being. To explain this visually, I want to share something I often use in my courses. I call it the health line. Imagine a spectrum. On the far left is green, in the middle orange, and on the far right red. Now green represents nature, vibrancy, life. It's what we correlate with true health. The kind of meals you find on this side of the spectrum are the ones that support healing, energy, and longevity. And as we move from green towards orange and eventually red, the characteristics of the food starts to shift. They become more acidic, more processed, more stale, and yes, often more addictive too. So what does a truly healthy green zone meal look like? It has certain core characteristics, 9 of them actually, and it's made with the highest sattvic quality. That means it's calming, balancing, nourishing not just to the body but also the mind. It's packed with nutrient density. Every bite is rich in vitamins, minerals, and life force, not just calories. The ingredients are organic, fresh, and thoughtfully sourced, ideally from a farmer's market. The carbs, the proteins, and the fats, they are the healthiest version of each, prepared in the right proportions. It's cooked in healthy fats on medium heat using clean, non-toxic utensils. These small choices matter more than we think. But here's something we often overlook. It's not just about the ingredients or technique. It's about the energy behind the food. You see, I have been spiritually aligned for decades now, and over the years, I've become deeply sensitive to the vibration of a meal. I can feel a distinct difference in taste and experience when I cook my own food or when my mother does versus when it's prepared by someone else. Take Jagdish, for example. He's a domestic help, wonderful man, and I'm truly grateful for him. He lightens our daily load and supports a family in more ways than one. But when he cooks, I notice something, that he's often wearing earphones, chatting on the phone, or listening to loud music while stirring the pot. He tends to rush, cooking everything on high heat. And while he gets the job done, his focus is elsewhere. His intention isn't nourishment, it's just to finish the task. Compare that with my mother. She doesn't just cook, she offers. There's presence in every stir, every ingredient. Her energy is calm, loving, and intentional. And believe it or not, the difference shows up on the plate. It shows up in how the food feels in your body. It's subtle, but once you tune into it, it's unmistakable. This isn't to judge anyone. I value what Jagdish contributes to a home, but it's a reminder that food is more than macros and ingredients. It's a carrier of energy. The state of the person cooking can subtly impact the state of the person eating, and finally, it's consumed fresh, ideally within a few hours of being made. Because food, like everything, has a lifespan. The older it gets, the more its sattvic quality fades. Now, as we move from green into orange, things begins to change. Maybe the food still tastes good, maybe even amazing, but it's lost a few key elements. The produce might not be fresh, it could be sitting in a refrigerator for days. The oil might be reused, it usually is, and worst of all, almost every eatery nowadays have started to use vegetable or seed oils, which are extremely pro-inflammatory, very bad for your health. The cooking might be rushed, and the intention behind it often just profit or speed, never nourishment. By the time we hit the red zone, we are in the land of hyper-processed, overly acidic, packaged or fast food. Sure, it's delicious, but here's the catch. That kind of tasty is an overload. It's engineered to lighten up our dopamine centers. It's addictive by design, but the body knows the difference. After that temporary pleasure, what follows? Sluggishness, bloating, cravings, inflammation, fatigue, digestive distress, even emotional instability, and over time chronic diseases. You might not see the impact overnight, but the body keeps score. Here's a beautiful truth. Healthy food can also be incredibly tasty. When you cook at home with fresh ingredients and a little bit of love, you rediscover flavors. Subtle, natural, deep, and far more satisfying than the fake high of junk food. You gain something much more valuable than convenience or instant gratification. You gain ownership of your health. You gain the power to choose vitality, clarity, and long-term well-being. So can you stay optimally healthy eating outside food regularly? The honest answer, not really. You might manage for a while, but true health, sustained, deep, vibrant health comes from what we do consistently, and it starts at home. That's not just about food, it's about intention, about choosing to care for your body in a world that's constantly pulling us towards convenience. Coming back to homemade meals is coming back to yourself. And if there is one takeaway from this video, it's this. Eat more at home. Even just one extra meal a day. Your body, your mind, your future self will thank you. Thank you so much for watching. And if this message resonated with you, consider sharing it with someone who needs a gentle nudge back to the kitchen. I'm Akash. I'll see you in the next one.